There's okay. Before we formally begin, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Monythonin. I'm part of the Mechatronics and AI faculty of UPI Campus Purwakarta. I will be the host for tonight's interview session. And currently, I have my guest tonight. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Thonin?
Hello, my name is thonin, and I'm uh, here to get interviewed by you.
Uh, okay. Before we begin, would you mind explain your background, how do we met? Like those kind of stuff.
Oh, we met during an event back 2 years ago, I think. It
Yeah,
was an event hosted by Eon
yeah,
1%, where
yeah.
we had to discuss about future consumption of food, I think,
And so
if that
basically,
was correct.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
alternative food
Food source.
source. Yeah.
And that's how we
That
met,
was.
and here we are today. But
Yeah,
it's
and we had
yeah, but it's not only me tonight. I have my friend, Mr. Hanif Rahman, and Mr. Jundan, but I they probably have a bit of technical difficulties. So wait, let's just get to the interview part. Okay, so you're so you know tonight themes, right? Like the topics.
uh yes.
Okay. So just in case you don't, for our viewers, the topics is basically the negative effects of things like social media on the younger generations. Yeah. And for the first question to Mr. Tonin is, what is your personal opinion on that based on like your experience using social media? The stage is all yours.
Okay. My opinion on negative effects of social media on younger generation. I think the negative effect of social media doesn't stem from social media itself, rather by their parent.
Mm.
The parent is the main issue here because since the average working class parents are very busy with work, so they spend more time with work rather than raising their children, building connection. So they try to use distraction to replace their connection, which for a child, it's not a very good idea since for at At a young age, children learn by seeing. Basically, means monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
So, if children are allowed on social media at a very young age, they will learn a lot of bad things, inappropriate languages from the internet and social media, which they can apply into their life, which that makes a negative impact in their daily life because they do not know how to use it, or more importantly, they do not know what they are getting themselves into.
Let me summarize it. So basically, your opinion is that it's not the children's fault, it's the parents that they don't basically watch over their children when they're using social media. They just let
Yes,
them surf the web without any repercussions, and that's could influence them by seeing things that they should have not be seeing.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
and the second part is why do you think uh what's the cause of that? Would you want to elaborate on the first question?
Uh, yes, because nowadays, since inflation is increasing everywhere, parents spend a lot of time working, so they do not have time to build connection or raise their children. So they found a new solution, which is not a very good one, is to use technology to distract their kids? Well, for kids, for starter, when they are young, they are very curious and they want to learn different things. By giving them technology, there are some information that is not appropriate or age legal for kids, so it can impact their life very very much, meaning if they are shown inappropriate videos or content, they might start to think that those behavior and action are normal, which when they grow up, they would act on those uh, content or images that they've seen when they are younger that could not just affect only them but those around them as well. And for children to grow, they need connection with their parent and a very good environment to blossom into a independent and critical thinking child.
Okay. Is that it? Is that
Yeah, I
yeah.
I, I believe that's all.
Okay, so basically like again, it's not the children's faults, it's the parent. Like they have to make time for their children for like to show them like, hey, you can do this, you can do that, and you can do this and that. It's
Yes, basically,
parenting,
you
basically.
have to teach the child. Yes, basically parenting. You
Yeah.
need a lot of that.
Okay. And so for the final questions for the number is it's more on like how would you personally if one day you have like for example a son or a daughter, how would you personally uh well, because it is impossible if you want to raise your children without like social media because it's everywhere by now. So how would you introduce them to social media and how would you prepare them so that they won't grow up and becoming those type of people that doesn't know how to properly act in front of people, like for example in public or in different areas.
Yes. If one day I were to have a kid of my own and raise them, uh, when they are starting from when they are young, I would try to build connection with them and teach them various things without introducing technology yet. When they come of age, let's say example 8 or 9 years old, then I would allow them to use technology but under supervision, meaning that there are adults around to help them navigate around the internet because the internet is a very big place full of different types of content for different type of ages. And then when they start to learn more about technology, different uses of social media, then I can let them explore little by little on their own so they can understand what is out there and how to protect themselves from inappropriate or bad contents.
Okay. So basically, how you gonna do it if you have children? You're gonna slowly
Yes,
introduce them to the internet, basically, and like guide them to make sure they don't see stuff that they shouldn't be seeing, and at a younger age, so then they know what to do when they encounter it when they're older.
exactly.
Okay, I think that's all of the questions that we had for tonight. Thank you again for Thonin to agreeing to be to do this because it's also pretty late in there. And
No, it's no problem.
yeah, thank you. Again, thank you. And I think that would be it for us tonight, me and my friends. So thank you very much.
Yeah.